This is an article that came out March 5th, 2018 in penlive.com. I will leave the link to this article in the description box. Opioid plague, death toll rises, how it compares with other diseases, suicides, wars. Drug overdoses are now the leading cause of death for people under 50. Provisional data from the federal government shows 66,972 people died of drug overdoses in the U.S. in the 12 months leading up to July, including 5,443 in Pennsylvania. That's a 14.4% increase nationally. In Pennsylvania, the number increased by 43%. Still rising. Most overdose deaths now involve an opioid such as heroin or a prescription painkiller. We don't know how many of the 2017 deaths resulted from opioid overdoses, but the count in 2016 was 42,249. How does that compare with other leading killers, such as guns, wars, disease, and accidents? The killer on the rise. The 42,246 opioid deaths are more than the death toll of breast cancer, which killed 41,070 people in the United States annually. Vietnam War. In its deadliest year, 16,899 American soldiers died in Vietnam. In the roughly 10 years that the U.S. fought in Vietnam, 58,220 U.S. troops died. Wow. So it definitely exceeded that amount. Gun deaths. 33,000 people are killed by firearms annually, according to 538.com. And remember, 7,881 of those homicides were black. Okay, so if that's the case, which we know that's the number for 2016, who made up for the majority of the homicides? It couldn't have been black people at that number. Food for thought right there. Suicide. Each year, 44,965 people take their own lives. That's a lot of people. That's annual. The Korean War. During roughly 3 years of fighting in Korea, 36,516 U.S. troops were killed. Wow. Okay. Melanoma. This cancer claimed 9,320 lives annually. Wow. Motor vehicle deaths. 37,461 people died in motor vehicle crashes in 2016. Iraq War. In 2007, the deadliest year of the Iraq War, 961 Americans died fighting there. The death toll among U.S. forces from 2003 to 2011 was 4,497. HIV/AIDS. 6,721 deaths in the U.S. in 2015 were attributed directly to HIV. World War II. During roughly 4 years, from 1941 to 1945, there were 416,800 U.S. casualties. prostate cancer. This cancer killed 29,400 people each year. The Great Plague of London of 1665. London records indicate that 68,596 people there died of the bubonic plague beginning in the spring of 1665 and ending in early 1666. Experts say the true number of deaths was between 75,000 and 100,000. Hong Kong flu pandemic of 1968. The flu pandemic appeared first in China in July 1968, and by the end of the year was widespread in the U.S. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention estimate that 100,000 people in the U.S. died before the pandemic ended about a year later. Death toll around the world is estimated to be 1 million and 4 million. Wow, that's a lot of people dying from the flu. Spanish flu. It is estimated that this pandemic killed about 675,000 in the United States and 25 million to 50 million deaths worldwide. Wow, I did a video on that. Seasonal flu in the United States, 12,000 to 56,000 deaths annually. Gulf War. In the Gulf War, U.S. forces suffered 294 deaths. Of those, 149 were battle-related and 145 died in non-combat accidents. Measles, pre-vaccine era. In 1912, the government began tracking measles cases. There were an average of 6,000 measles-related deaths per year in the United States during the next decade. Wow. This was before measles vaccine. Okay. Some other cancers. Here are the death tolls of other cancers. All types of leukemia, 24,370 deaths annually. Pancreatic cancer, which my father died of, 44,430 deaths annually. Liver cancer, 30,200 deaths annually. Okay. That's something else. So drug deaths are damn near beating everything. You know? And it's no point in y'all keep coming to the black community talking about black people are killing other black people when we're not even scratching the surface with our deaths. Y'all are surpassing us in leaps and bounds when it comes down to deaths in America. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell twice and join me on Black Junction TV and blackspot.com. Peace, family.